It's the Rockstar Radio Show today, broadcasting out of Chula Vista in the Sleep Train Amphitheater outside of San Diego. Of course, to my right, man that needs no introduction, Mr. Michael Poulsen of Volbeat. Thank you very much for your time, sir. You guys, I want to get into a little bit of the new album. I want to get into a little bit of the touring, but a question that I had starting about, 8 or 9 months ago, and a question I think a lot of fans had is, where is the other half of you? You lost a good 100 pounds, it looks like, man.
Yeah, I finally got to the toilet. No, it's I'm in good shape now, and I feel good. I lost 40 pounds.
40 pounds.
Yeah, training a lot with the Danish boxing champion Mikkel Kessler.
Are you really training with him?
Yeah, before we went on tour. So
was that the trade-off? You write a song about him, he trains you, so it's even now.
He definitely beat me up. But no, it was about time. Suddenly I gained a lot of weight when I start touring America.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
And we have so many shows. Personally, I have to be in good shape to be able to have a program like that.
Yeah.
So changed my diet very strictly, and I run 5 times a week. And yeah, as I said, I've been training with Kessler. So now I feel really good now.
It's funny, the last time we saw you guys in Anaheim, I think probably 8 months ago, one of the fans was outside and says, I think I just saw Michael jogging. And I was like, no, that doesn't make any. Why would he be out jogging? It's 100 degrees out. He's like, no, I'm pretty sure that was him. Sure enough, you were out there. So you feel better. You sound great. Did that, losing all that weight, how did that help in studio with this new album, with Outlaw Gentlemen?
Really great, because that was also one of the reasons why I did it. It was not only about looking good. It was also about, it was really about feeling good and have the right physical energy in studio and on tour. Sure. Because I can definitely feel the difference on my breathing and have more energy, and I don't force the throat anymore. I haven't lost my voice or anything. So I feel good, and it worked out really good in the studio too. I'll wake up every morning, and it's a lot of snow, but if rocking can do it, I can do it too. So it worked out really good in the studio. We had a good time, and I think we definitely accomplished to record one of our best albums so far.
It's definitely got a different vibe to it, not a different sound, because I think, to me, Volbeat has a very, very specific sound, and that sound was on there. But you guys brought, obviously, a lot more of that country element in, and you brought a new guitar player in. How did that all mesh? Where did the idea of maybe doing a country-themed album with the, with the Cowboy Outlaws and the Lola Montez and the Black Bart, where were you in your head thinking, I want to go in this direction?
It came automatically when I was writing the songs. I could hear that the melodies was inspired by old country western movies, because I've been watching those movies as a kid.
Sure.
Together with my father, and I always loved those soundtracks. And when I started writing new material, I said, now is the time, because I could hear that it had that western swing. Made
a little more sense to you.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, seems to be the right times, let's go full blood into that, and that's what I did, and start digging some of the old books up again, by all these outlaws and gunslingers, and it seems to, I think it fit perfectly into the Volbeat universe.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it was a really, really cool sound. The only thing that the question I had after listening to the album, in the future, and I know this is way off, are a lot of these characters, are they going to be able to intermix on future albums? The Danny and Lucy's and the Devils and the Angels and the Black Barts and the Lola Montez. Is this going to come to a huge story, like this big comic book ending we've been waiting for?
It's going to be a big gunfight.
This is going to be at the OK Corral, and everybody's going to be there, and I can't wait to see how it ends.
Let's see who survived.
Yeah, exactly. There's got to be some sort of cool story just waiting in there. I think that your way to introduce characters and bring them out through your music is awesome. And the neat thing when I discovered Volbeat is the melodies and the songs and the different sound is what brought me in. But then after I discovered these characters and these storylines, it was a whole different element, and that was a whole different side of Volbeat that I thought of. How do you keep creating these stories and these storylines? Where did you bring up the idea for the Danny and Lucy, for the Guitar Gangsters and the Devils and the Angels? How did that come about?
I guess I'm just a nerd. I don't know. You know, the key word is inspiration.
Sure.
Yeah. So as long as I feel inspired, you know, I still have tons of ideas and material that, you know, I can work on. I guess like everybody who's write music or books or what it is, you know, you're afraid of falling into that black hole where there's nothing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I still, you know, read a lot of books and watch movies and have an open mind for history and everything. So I'm just thankful that my brain is working overtime. So
Absolutely is.
Or just have to be thankful for being a nerd.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no shame in it. That's half of heavy metal started out as nerds. They really did. I mean, you look back at anybody that was the craziest makeup wearing, scariest person. Alice Cooper, huge nerd. Like everybody was a nerd back. The guys in Guar, huge nerds. Like, so there's nothing to be ashamed of about that.
Even look at my T-shirt. It got to be a nerd.
I was going to wear a Batman one today, but I didn't want to look like a nerd. Now that you're healthier and everything's going great, every show has a couple staple Volbeat songs that are in there, which is awesome, that I love. How do you choose your set list, and what can we expect from the set list tonight at this big Operation Kick-Ass show?
Yeah, you know, first of all, it's never actually easy to do those set lists because you want to play it all somehow, and you know, people always have their different favorite songs, and sometimes, you know, it depends where we are. You know, if it's a festival show, what kind of crowd is it? You know, if we have a feeling that they want more of the heavy stuff, you know, got to put a little bit more into the set. That's a little bit more heavy, but you know, it's all about experience. You know, having a feeling about what works live and what doesn't, and I think we got a pretty good set for tonight. Okay, good. Well, it's never a bad set. I mean, you guys go up there and play the song over and over again. I enjoy the shit out of it. That's just me. Tonight at the Sleep Train Amphitheater in Chula Vista, Operation Kick-Ass. It's a 2-day festival. Today, in my opinion, the best show because you have Volbeat tonight, you have Hailstorm, you have All That Remains, you have A7X. I think it's just going to be phenomenal. And Michael, as always, I want to thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck on the road. Stay cool out there and stay skinny, man. You look good.